Okay, let's go ahead and hop in. Hi, everyone. My name is Kaylin Bodwin, and today I'll be presenting my final integrated marketing communication plan for Clinique. This project explores how Clinique, a brand long associated with credibility, safety, and dermatologist-backed skincare, can evolve to better connect with Gen Z and young millennial consumers, while still maintaining the clinical authority that defines the brand. What makes the challenge especially interesting is that Clinique has already faced a similar identity crisis in its earlier years, making the brand uniquely prepared for this shift. Clinique was founded in 1968 as the first dermatologist developed allergy tested skincare brand. Its original innovation wasn't just the products themselves, but the idea that the skincare could be scientific, personalized, and routine based. However, what's often overlooked is that in its early years, Clinique struggled to clearly define its target audience. The brand faced slow growth and financial instability because consumers didn't immediately understand who Clinique was, what they were about, what their products were for, and how to use them. It wasn't until Clinique leaned fully into education, skin typing, and guided routines that the brand regained traction and avoided failure. Fast forward to today, and we see a similar challenge, not in product efficiency, but in audience clarity. While Clinique still resonates strongly with older consumers, Gen Z is discovering skincare through creators, social media platforms, and visually expressive brands. This creates a modern relevance gap that mirrors Clinique's early struggles, making this moment a pivotal opportunity rather than a threat. A social media audit of Clinique's Instagram and TikTok revealed four main insights. While the content is polished and aesthetically consistent, it feels overly minimal and distant compared to competitors. There is limited use of UGC, creator storytelling, or personality driven content, formats that Gen Z strongly engages with. Visually, the brand leans heavily into muted tones and clinical imagery, which reinforces trust but lacks emotional pull. In contrast, competing brands use color, motion, and human presence to spark curiosity and relatability. This results in a brand that feels credible but passive, more like an observer of the culture rather than an active participant in it. After conducting an audit and a content analysis, several key insights emerged. First, Gen Z values personalization, not just in product outcomes, but in the experience itself. They want skincare routines that feel tailored, interactive, and intuitive. Second, visual and digital content now define how skincare brands are evaluated. Products are discovered, assessed, and validated visually before performance is even considered. Third, competitors are winning attention through culturally fluent storytelling, blending lifestyle, inclusivity, and education in ways that feel natural to social platforms. From this analysis, it becomes clear the Clinique's challenge is not product quality. It's translating that quality into experiences that feel modern, expressive, and easy to understand. In-store observations further reinforce these findings. Out of 10 observed shoppers, Clinique had only one confirmed purchase, while brands like Fenty Skin, Rhode Beauty, and its biggest competitor, The Ordinary, attracted higher engagement despite having equal display space in similar categories. Clinique's displays felt visually flat and informational, offering little guidance for shoppers to identify the right products. There was also no integration of digital touchpoints or social cues, which created a disconnect between online discovery and in-store decision-making. This highlights a clear gap between how Gen Z engages with skincare brands and what the physical retail environment currently offers, especially for Clinique. To validate these observations, I conducted primary research through a survey of Gen Z and millennial consumers. The survey was designed to measure four key areas that map directly back to the problem: brand perception, trust and credibility, excitement/modernity, and product matching confidence, meaning how confident consumers feel choosing the right product from Clinique for their skin. Structurally, the survey included screener questions to ensure respondents fit the target audience, followed by Likert scale items to quantify perceptions, and then content preference questions to understand what formats actually drive interest, like UGC, short form video, and aesthetic lifestyle content. I also included open-ended questions to capture why respondents felt the way they did, not just what they rated. After collecting responses, I analyzed the data using SPSS, focusing on descriptive statistics like means and frequency distributions, and then examining relationships across key variables. For example, whether trust scores stayed high while modernity and clarity scores dropped, and how content format preferences aligned with those perceptions. The goal of using SPSS wasn't to report opinions, it was to identify consistent patterns that explain the gap. Clinique is trusted, but it's not always clear, exciting, or easily navigatable for younger consumers. The survey results revealed several important findings. Respondents rated Clinique high on trust and perceived quality, confirming the brand's clinical equity. This is supported by ingredients like salicylic acid, a clinically proven beta hydroxy acid, known to unclog pores, reduce acne, and improve skin texture. This acid has been shown to deliver visible improvements in acne and about 4 to 8 weeks, reinforcing Clinique's efficacy claims. However, despite this strong performance foundation, nearly half of respondents disagreed that they know which Clinique products are right for their skin. This creates a paradox. Consumers trust the science, but struggle with that navigation of the products. The insight is clear, but efficacy alone is not enough without clarity. These insights reinforce Clinique's unique marketing proposition: tested, trusted, and tailored to you. The positioning centers Clinique as clinically proven brand that delivers trusted results through personalized skincare solutions, especially for younger consumers seeking clarity and confidence. The creative strategy focuses on how Clinique shows up for its audience. Clinical credibility is translated into bold, modern visuals using color blocking, clean layouts, and colorful lab coats. Personalization becomes the core journey through QR codes and a digital skin quiz. The brand voice shifts from clinical to creator-led, using UGC and influencers to humanize the message. And finally, digital and physical experiences are fully integrated through interactive in-store displays. The creative strategy is supported by a $100 million budget, strategically allocated to balance reach, credibility, and conversion. Approximately 40% is allocated to paid social and digital video to drive awareness and discovery amongst Gen Z. 30% supports influencer partnerships, PR seeding, and earned media, ensuring credibility through trusted creators. 20% is dedicated to in-store experiences, digital integrations, and pop-up activations that bridge online and offline journeys. The remaining 10% supports research analytics and optimization to ensure personalization continues to evolve. This budget allows Clinique to scale modern storytelling without compromising clinical authority. That brings us to our big idea. That's where the strategy starts to come together. Bold, clean, expressive. The big idea reimagines Clinique's clinical heritage as expressive, modern, and culturally connected through vibrant, eye-catching aesthetic. It blends science with style, personalization with creativity, making skincare feel relevant without losing credibility. Now we are at our executions. In our first execution, we have traditional media. Traditional media now serves as a visual anchor, clean, bold, and expressive, reinforcing credibility while driving consumers towards interactive touchpoints. For this execution, we have a print ad titled Clinique for You. The same ad translates to a billboard ad in execution 2. So as you guys notice, it's bold coloring, bold lettering. We have a young influencer slash model for the visuals. Very captivating.
Hey guys, I just got a special package from Clinique. Let's check it out. Ooh, looks like they understood the assignment. Just love Clinique's products. Not only are they good quality and texture, they always give the best results for my skin. 10 by 10 do recommend. Make sure you walk, don't run to your nearest beauty supplier, and start your Clinique journey. You can also take their skincare quiz online to better understand which products are best for you skin. It's worked wonders for me.
Alrighty, so for our next two executions, we have paid slash earned media. Now for this instance, we're just going to focus on earned media, but paid and earned media humanizes the brand. Creator-led storytelling reframes Clinique as approachable, relevant, and lived in, not distant or clinical. So for this execution, we have a reel. Ideally, this would be an influencer that the brand would send the PR kit slash, the kit to, and it would be an unboxing. Let's move on to our next one. For our next earned media, we have execution 4, which is a mini lab post. So I will talk more about the mini lab, which is a experiential in-store thing later on. But from that experience, the brand would essentially invite influencers to come to that event. Influencers would then post about their experience at the event, maybe some goodies they got. Hence why in this picture, this influencer has a bag with all of her Clinique goodies that she got from the skincare lab. So this is a earned media post. Alrighty, now for this next couple executions, we have social media that we're focusing on. And this one is actually called the Lab Coat Glow Up. So the idea behind this is like a before and after. Before a consumer starts locking in with Clinique and really learning about what products best fit them, in comparison to the after, which you'll see on the right side, where the woman is smiling. She has on her colorful lab coat, and she is giving her review on her experience with Clinique and referring to it as the lab coat glow up. For our next social media execution, we have a poster, very vibrant. It actually does move. I'm not sure if it'll show you guys that. Oh, it will. So it actually supposed to move, but this would be posted on the brand's Instagram just as a, hey, this is our revamp. Check us out. Shop now. And so the whole big picture about this particular execution with social media is that some social media becomes participatory. Trends and UGC invite consumers into the brand narrative rather than speaking it at them. So here we are. This is one of my favorite parts about the campaign. It is the in-store mini labs. It is only right that I got a chance to show you guys this because it really does tie into a lot of the executions and overall mapping. But this essentially is a concept where we are transforming product confusion into confidence through real-time personalization and action. So again, as I showed you before, influencers will be invited to attend. Eventually, this will be something that would hopefully be available in store where real consumers could come in and test out different products, try out the skin quiz, get to learn more about the ingredients and connect more with the products. So as you see, it's a lot of bold coloring for the setup, bold font, and then a QR code on the side. The QR code will, of course, attach to our quiz, which I will show you now. So this is just a little mock of the quiz. On one side, you have where the questions would be. One of them, for example, would be like, what's your skin type? And then from a series of questions, not just one, the survey would generate the best routine for that individual, as well as which Clinique products would work best for their skin. So media and promotion strategy. The media approach is social first and video heavy, supported by influencers, PR, and in-store digital integration. Paid social drives reach. Creators build trust, earned media sparks conversation, and in-store experiences close the loop. Media and promotions ensure every channel works together. Discovery leads to interaction, interaction leads to clarity, and clarity leads to conversion. Campaign success will be evaluated through three measures: brand perception shifts in relevance and excitement, consumer engagement with content and the skin quiz, and sales and conversion lift tied to personalized routines. In conclusion, this campaign allows Clinique to remain true to its clinical foundation while evolving to meet the expectations of the next generation. By pairing trust with personalization and science with culture, Clinique becomes both credible and compelling. Thank you for your viewing of this presentation, and I am very happy to answer any questions.